All right, good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, my favorite day of the week. Ask me why in the comments. I might respond to you. So, Tuesday, April 23rd, 2024, and today is going to be a great day because I said it is, and you gotta speak things into existence. If you don't think it's gonna be a great ass day, then it's not gonna be a great ass day. And today will be the greatest day of my life. You know why? Because I said so. And that's the kind of mentality you gotta have. You gotta have that kind of mentality where I'm gonna speak this into existence. And if it doesn't happen, then the time wasn't right and it'll come later in my life. That's the mentality you gotta have. Like, you gotta wake up, you gotta tell yourself, I'm a winner. I am a champion. I am a millionaire. I am athletic. I am in shape. I am healthy. You gotta say these things because it's funny how life works. The people who say these things are the people who are that thing. So if you look around your life, if you look at the people who are winning, they're the people who say that they are the champions, and then they become the champions. And you speak these things into existence, and the universe respects, and it gives you these things. It gives you these opportunities, and a lot of you might pray and say that you're thankful for things in your life. Okay, like you're thankful for your food and your family, and that's all you're thankful for. So you have to ask God or tell God, you have to be, well, I'm thankful for the money I have. I'm thankful for the relationships I have with people. I'm thankful for my network. And then you can grow that. Instead of just being thankful for a couple things, you can be thankful for 10 things, and then God will make those other things that you want to be thriving in, He'll make them thrive in your life. So you need to talk to God, and don't just hold yourself to these little sections in your life. Like, ask for everything. Ask for the best. Because that's the mentality you got to have. You got to ask for the best out of life. But also, I just wanted to talk about diet today because I've just been like seeing a lot of stuff where like people think that, oh, like you need like fruits and vegetables in your diet, which is true. I don't like vegetables, I would cut out. But fruits, I definitely would eat fruit, but I just want to get into the fact that like the most nutrient dense foods on this planet, like the only kinds of foods that you can literally just thrive off of without eating any other foods is red meat, eggs, butter, and raw dairy. These are the most nutrient dense foods on the planet that you could thrive off of without eating anything else. These foods have every single vitamin, mineral your body needs, and you will literally thrive off of these foods if you ate nothing else. And that's what I just hate when people tell me that, like, oh, you're not getting enough nutrients because you don't eat enough fruit or you don't eat enough vegetables. It's like, bro, I'm eating the most nutrient dense foods on the planet every single day. Don't talk to me about missing out on vitamins and minerals and nutrients. I'm literally, like, I'm the one who should be telling you that because you're missing out on the most nutrient dense foods that this planet has to offer. Like, and it just makes me angry when people are like, oh, you can't live off of just red meat and eggs, you need like fruit and vegetables. It's like, nah, bro. Humans have evolved for hundreds of thousands of years off of just meat and organs and dairy. Like, hundreds of thousands of years humans have thrived off of animal foods. And now all of a sudden, in the past 50 years, like all of the sudden, animal foods are bad for humans. It's just completely just indoctrination of the elites that want to make you unhealthy and fat and sick. Like, that's just prime example of indoctrination. And they want to give you and they want to replace your animal products with grains and soy and these man-made Beyond Meats. Like, it's just ridiculous, and it's sad that like this is the direction that like society is trying to take us in. And it's not even society, it's just like the elites like propaganda that they have is like, oh, we're gonna take away all of your thriving foods that humans have thrived off of for hundreds of thousands of years. We're gonna tell you that it's making you sick. Like, we're gonna tell you that that's the reason you're sick and unhealthy and fat. But no, it's just all of the seed oils that we're eating. Seed oils were literally motor oils. Like, the second that the government introduced seed oils into our lives, that's when people started dying of heart attacks. That's when obesity rates were rising. Like, all you have to do is look at the past 70 years and it'll be so clear. Like, they introduced seed oils and then that's when all shit went to hell. Like, it's just so obvious, and if you can't see it, then like you don't have eyes. You might have eyes, but you can't see. And if you can't see, then you're gonna get trapped. Because the only way to avoid a trap is to see the trap. And that's the main thing I've been doing for the past couple of years. It's just locating traps and avoiding them. Because the majority of life is just traps. And in our country. And it's just sad, honestly. Because a lot of you probably haven't experienced, well, maybe some of you have, but a lot of you probably haven't experienced like the effects of what this new Satan's kingdom can do to loved ones, people you care about. And I've gone through that. I know the effects of the Satan's kingdom on my own loved ones, and it is a terrible, terrible route. It's sad, scary, but most of all, it's just avoidable. It's just something that is so avoidable just by simple lifestyle changes. Because they introduced these things into your life that are killing you through food, through water, and they introduce these things into your life, and they make you addicted to them, and like, well, you don't even know that these things are slowly killing you. And all you had to do was just make some minor lifestyle changes. Just do some shadow work, cut out the bad stuff, implement the good stuff, the healing foods, the animal products that they've demonized, and you replace all of these processed sugars, processed oils, hydrogenated seed oils, and you replace all of that with thriving foods like red meat, eggs, grass-fed butter, raw dairy, and then you'll thrive off of that. But it's just a sad, sad reality that we've come to in this world. And it's like, they're attacking you from all angles. The water, the food, the pesticides. Like, I can't even get some raw honey. Well, I could, but the majority of the raw honey out there is just filled with glyphosate. Like, do you know what glyphosate does? A lot of you probably don't even know what glyphosate is. And and this might be like, not might be, it is one of the reasons that you get anxiety, you have depression, you feel alone, you feel sad. Like, a lot of people, oh, I have depression. Like, yeah, no shit, you have depression. Your body's filled with toxins, and you can't filter them out because your body is so out of order, and you can't filter these toxins out. Like, no wonder you have depression, no wonder you have anxiety, because your brain is filled with heavy metals and glyphosate and atrazine and pesticides. Like, no wonder you're depressed. It's because you don't have any good bacteria in your gut. No wonder you're depressed, because you're filled with parasites and candida. No wonder you're depressed and anxious. Like, no wonder. Like, when you go to sleep at night and you have nightmares and you wake up filled with fear, no wonder you have that, because your brain is filled with mercury and lead. Like, no wonder you're depressed. These are the things that you just have to be aware of. It's like, I wake up in the middle of the night, like, why am I so afraid? Like, why do I feel fear and dread in my body? It's like, I know this isn't what nature intended. This isn't what God intended for me to have in life. This isn't where I'm supposed to be in life. Like, that's not what I'm supposed to be feeling. It's like, why is this happening? Like, what is in my body that is making me feel like this? And it's the toxins. It's our toxin-filled society that we live in today. And it all just, it's a holistic thing. It's not just like, oh, cut out sugars and you'll be fine. Like, no. Like, we're filled with pesticides. We're filled with processed oils. We're filled with heavy metals. It's like, it's a holistic thing. It's attacking us from all angles. And you need to, like, get back at it from all angles. You need to attack. You need to cut these things out. You need to heal your body. And people are just like, oh, I can just go to the gym and I'll be the best version. Like, no, you can't just go to the gym and all of a sudden you're a healthy person in today's society. Like, that's not how it works anymore. You can't just go to the gym and you're healthy. It's like, you need to eat holistically, cut out the toxins. That's number one. Remove the toxins out of your body. How do you do that? Well, first of all, you cut off the source of these toxins. Second of all, you find some healing foods that will cut out the toxins, and then you move on with your life. And you heal, and you come back to nature, because that's what God intended for humans. Humans are supposed to be in nature like every other animal on this planet. Humans are supposed to be in nature. And if your body's filled with toxins, you're not gonna feel good. You're gonna be anxious and depressed. And that's why a lot of people are confused about, I'll just say confused today, is because their bodies are literally filled with toxins to the brim. And it's a terrible, terrible thing. It's a terrible thing. And this should make you angry and make you feel like you've missed out on your health, because, like, that's your birthright. You have a birthright to radical health. That's what God intended for you to have, is radical health. Like, we are the apex predators of this entire earth, and you think we're supposed to sit up in a freaking box all day, in a room, in a box, and be sad on our bed? Like, you're literally the apex predator of this entire earth. You think God intended for you to sit up in a room and be sad just because you feel sad? You think that's what God intended for you? No, that's not what God wants from you. He wants you to thrive. He wants you to be great. He wants you to get back to nature and enjoy what the planet has to offer. Like, this is what God intended, and you have to come back to it. So I just wanted to talk about that today, but I'll get back to y'all in a little while. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? So I'm at iGrind. I just got finished with the sauna. The sauna go crazy. Just be sweating out mad toxins, getting the body right. It's currently 9:12 a.m. So this morning at 7, I had a client that I had to train, and now I'm just chilling. My next clients are at like 4:30 p.m., 5:30 p.m. So from now until then, I'll probably chill. I'll probably go home, make some food. The weather's supposed to be a little more nice today, like at 12 to 3. So I'm gonna try and enjoy some weather and today's a rest day also, so I'm not gonna hit the lift, but tomorrow I'm gonna hit the lift. Probably do back, maybe a little bit of shoulders. I don't really know. I gotta like fix my split up because I've just been kind of like not really following a split. I just be like hitting whatever, but I mean, I just like hit whatever I haven't hit. So whatever like muscles recovered is what I hit, but I gotta like set up a split for myself because I don't know. I don't really know what I'm trying to do with my lifting goals. I mainly just lift like for fun and just to like stay active, but I gotta figure out like a nice split for me because I've also been trying to like prioritize recovery more, but I don't know. I'm gonna let you guys know what I do though. Alright guys, so today is a rest day and I'm about to leave the gym. It's currently 10 o'clock, so I gotta train clients at 4:30 and 5:30, but I am about to leave the gym right now, and then I'm gonna go home, cook up some food, and I'm gonna bring you guys with me so you can see what I'm eating. You know, only eating whole foods. I'm trying to be a lot more like animal based now, but like mainly carnivore. So I'll show you guys what my diet looks like, and if you think something like this diet would work for you, then try it out because I do love this diet and it really gives me a lot of energy and works well for me. Alright, yeah, so I just got home. I'm gonna start cooking up the steak, eggs cooked in butter with some raw dairy cheese, and I'm also have some orange juice and some wild frozen blueberries. So let's get it. So step one, New York strip steak. Gotta thaw them out a little. They're a little frozen. So let these thaw out, and then got the grass-fed Irish butter and the raw dairy cheese. Let's get it. Also, of course, can't forget, I'm gonna make the scrambled pasteurized eggs. Let's go. This is Kodak, the real OG husky dog. Kodak, what are you doing? Oh no, there's glass on the ground. Where'd this glass come from, bro? Fuck. It's gonna hurt Kodak. Kodak, did you put this glass here? Why is there glass? Who put this glass here, Kodak? Did you put the glass here? He's a good boy. Kodak's a good boy. Alright, so this is the lunch. We got grass-fed New York strip steak with some grass-fed butter on it, cooked in butter, 6 pasteurized eggs with some raw dairy cheese on that. Then we got some wild frozen blueberries and 1 glass of fresh squeezed orange juice, unpasteurized, with some pink Himalayan salt. So let's eat this up and get shiesty with it. So this is one of the most nutrient-dense meals you can get that this world has to offer. Just some grass-fed steak, some eggs with some raw dairy cheese. You can live off this. Some butter, some good high-quality butter, some good grass-fed steak. This is from Aldi's. $7 steak, 100% grass-fed, New York strip. I did have a ribeye yesterday, and I definitely think that the New York strips are better just because they're more thick and there's more fat on the New York strips. So, and like I like more fatty foods anyway, like animal fats, because they're more healthy. Like high fat diet is the best for humans in general, so you want to make sure to eat a high fat diet. So, and the New York strips have more fat than the ribeyes. So I'm gonna just start getting New York strips more. And this guy over here wants some. This little Kodak dude trying to steal my steak. Nah, boy, this ain't for you. This is for me. So I gotta cut this steak nice and good. I might give him a little bit, just because he wants some. Ten out of 10. Perfect amount of butter and salt. So this is the steak, eggs. Let's go, let's get it. You definitely don't want this guy to eat up my entire steak in one bite. Try these eggs. Very good. This cheese I got is phenomenal. It said it's like a fruity taste. It's definitely fruity. It's great though. It tastes so good. If you really want like thrive, you want to have nice hormones, you want to have high energy, you want to sleep good, you want to reduce inflammation, this is the way you got to be eating. High animal fats, high protein, eggs, red meat. This is the way. This is how God intended for humans to be eating. Just like Kodak. Kodak craves steak because he's a carnivore. And that's his biology was supposed to eat other animals, just like humans are supposed to eat other animals. That's just how nature intended. It's just nature. Nature 101. Like dogs, cats are apex predators. So it goes humans, then dogs, like dog species like wolves, things like that, and then cats. So like lions, tigers, house cats are all apex predators, and they're all carnivores. So if we're the apex predator, then how are we not supposed to be carnivores? It's just like stupid to think about. If people think that humans aren't carnivores, it's like we're the apex predator. How would you expect us to not be carnivore? It's like simple. You just gotta look at like the past 100,000 years of human evolution. It's just we've evolved off of meat, eggs, and just that's how humans are supposed to eat, like this high fat. And I've been eating like this for like a year and a half, and I've never felt better in my entire life. High energy, sleep phenomenal. It's just like I'm so much more productive. It's like once you dial in the diet, it's like everything else in life is so much easier. Fatty part. I'm gonna give it to Kodak. Nice fat. That's the best part that Kodak's gonna want anyway, is the fat, because you thrive off fatty animal products. You thrive off the fat, That's what regulates your hormones. It's fat. Like the fat off red meat, the fat in eggs, the fat in raw dairy. Like, that's what humans thrive off. Fat doesn't make you fat. It's just a myth. Like, you're supposed to eat high fat diets. Your brain is 80% fat. If you want a healthy brain, eat a lot of fat. It's just science, basic, not even science, just common sense. It's like, if your brain's 80% fat, then like, what am I supposed to eat to make my brain thrive? Fat. Like, obviously. Well, it might seem inhumane to eat like this, but nature is inhumane. Lions eat gazelles every single day. Nobody bats an eye. But the second somebody starts to eat a diet of that's more carnivore, then people are like, "Oh, you're inhumane." But when you see birds eating worms, people don't bat an eye. But that's a carnivore diet. Birds eating worms is the same as humans eating cows and humans eating lambs. It's the same exact thing. Actually, it's nature. Like this for 30 days and you don't feel the best you've ever felt in your entire life, then I'll eat my hat. The hat I'm wearing right now, I'll eat it. If you strictly eat high fat, red meat, eggs, butter, raw dairy, and some light fruit, and you don't feel the best you've ever felt in your entire life, then I'll literally eat the hat right off my head. So I've completed these eggs now. 6 eggs. The past like 3 days, I've been eating 12 eggs a day. And like, that sounds crazy, but it's really not. Because that shit just goes down, honestly. And like, that's all I buy is just like eggs and red meat, and that's it. Like, and I'm some fruit, but it's like, that's all I be buying is just eggs and red meat. Like, I'm eating like real ass shit that's gonna like nourish my body like more than anything else on this planet. like red meat is the most nutrient-dense food on this planet. Nothing like a beautiful day, some sunshine, a nice New York strip steak, some salt, and some orange juice to go with that. And these pasture-raised eggs that I just had, but it doesn't get better than this. It does not get better. Have some sunlight in your eyes, some orange juice, 6 pasture-raised eggs, New York strip. Perfection at its finest. Right, Kodak? Right, Kodak? Kodak agrees with me because he's a good boy. Even Kodak knows he's supposed to eat red meat and high fat. That's what his body craves, is high fat. Humans have been carnivores for hundreds of thousands of years, and then all of a sudden people want to stop eating high meat diets in the past 70 years, and then that's when people start to get sick, overweight, and have a whole bunch of health complications is when we stray away from high meat diets. We've been eating meat for hundreds of thousands, even millions of years, and the second that we start straying away from high fat, high meat diets is when humans start to get sick, overweight, whole bunch of health complications. That's when it starts. The past 70 years is when they tell you that red meat's bad for you and eggs are bad for you and butter's bad for you. It's just complete bullshit, and it needs to stop if humans want to evolve in any way. Almost finishing up this New York strip. I got 2 little pieces left, and then I'm gonna have these wild blueberries. And the thing about wild blueberries is that there's no pesticides sprayed on wild blueberries because like they're not conventionally grown. They're just grown like in the wild, and they pick them out of the wild, so there's no pesticides on them. And wild blueberries are 2 times more antioxidants than regular organic blueberries, and when they're frozen they have even more. So go get your wild blueberries, go get your own pasteurized orange juice from Trader Joe's, and have a good day and thrive. Little Kodak, because me and the Kodak is the last bite. together consecutively. We get the last bite. Now, I'm gonna eat these. I'm gonna let him lick the cutting board just because there's a lot of stuff there that he likes. So now we got these blueberries to eat and the orange juice. And then that's it. That's lunch. Basic, simple, nothing complicated. Just real ass food. See, I don't even have to clean the cutting board now because Kodak is just cleaning it with his mouth. What a good boy. These blueberries, straight to the brain. Just loaded with antioxidants. Some fresh squeezed orange juice, unpasteurized, from Trader Joe's. This stuff is perfection. Definitely go get some of this. And the thing, so I was in Connecticut over the weekend at a show, and I was like mad dehydrated, and I needed some Bev. So I was like, why don't I just pull up to Trader Joe's and get some of this high quality beverage that's gonna hydrate me rather than just drinking normal water, which is just gonna make me more dehydrated, because you need to drink minerals and vitamins, and that's what this is loaded with. That's what orange juice is loaded with. Minerals, vitamins, electrolytes. You can't just drink normal ass water thinking that you're gonna get hydrated. That's not what makes you hydrated. What makes you hydrated is electrolytes, because the electrolytes make you absorb the hydration in the liquid that you're drinking. So if you're just drinking liquid without any electrolytes, then you're just going to become more dehydrated, because you're just going to dilute your bloodstream and you're not going to get anywhere. If you want your tissues to absorb the hydration, then you need to drink something with electrolytes, so the tissues in your body can actually absorb the liquid that you're drinking, like this, loaded with electrolytes and vitamins and minerals and everything you need. Just drinking basic ass water is not going to get you anywhere. And if you do have water, put salt in your water. It's electrolytes. Pink Himalayan salt, electrolytes. Sea salt, electrolytes. That's how you get hydrated, is through the electrolytes, not the liquid that you're drinking. You're just going to dehydrate yourself if you're drinking liquid. If you're drinking liquid with no electrolytes, you're just going to dehydrate yourself even more. It's going to dilute your blood. So, just notes to take. Just take these notes. If you're getting headaches all the time, you need sodium. Like, these problems that you have are your body trying to tell you that you're deficient in something. If you get headaches, you're sodium deficient. If you're tired or you're sad all the time, then you're deficient in vitamin D. It's like, you gotta pay attention to these things, and then you gotta ask the questions, because a lot of people they don't ask the questions, they just go through it, and then they're like, oh well, this is happening to me. No, this is happening to you. Why is this happening to you? How can I prevent this from happening to me? Is this a side effect of something greater? Because a lot of people just treat their side effects. They don't treat the root cause. And that's like modern medicine today, is just treating side effects of greater stuff. Like, no. That's what doctors give you. It's like they give you medicine for side effects of something. It's like, why don't we treat the root cause? Like, why don't we have root cause medicine? Like, it's just a sick care system. It's not a healthcare system. It's sick care, because they're caring for you while you're sick, and they're just keeping you more sick because they're not fixing the root cause. If all you do is treat side effects, you're never going to fix the root cause of anything. So, if you want to actually become healthy, you have to fix the root cause. And then the side effects will go away magically, right? Isn't that crazy? Once you fix the root cause, the side effects go away. Isn't that so astonishing? You gotta think, you gotta ask these questions. You have to be humble, and you have to drop the ego and know that you don't know everything, and ask the questions and look for the answers, because that's your ego, is when you assume that you know exactly why it's happening. Like, no. Do some research. Why is it happening? Ask some questions. Humble yourself. Ask questions. I don't know everything. Why is this happening? Look for a solution. Ask the question. Find the real answer. Because you don't know everything, and you have to figure this stuff out. God didn't create the human body to be sick. That's not how humanity was created, to have a sick body. It's not why we're here on this earth, is to be sick. It's just a terrible, terrible thing. Terrible, terrible thing.